Welcome back to the 20-Sided Podcast. My name is Brian Flaherty, and I will be your Dungeon Master. This is our 4th episode, and once again, I'm joined by our 3 lovely players, Jenny Gustafson.
Hello.
Kevin Bauer.
Hello.
And Blythe Roberson.
Hi.
Hi. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure you guys did the exact same bits from last time. The exact same hellos.
Oh no.
That's our bit now. You've committed to it. Now that we've done it twice, you have to do it every time. You guys ready to get going?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Last time on the R.M.S. Titanfall. While questioning the ship's architect, Meadhbh Espinal, about the changes to the ship's design without his approval, you found yourself in the center of a barroom brawl, which you quickly realized was not a brawl at all, but an assassination attempt on Mert himself. Karis, Cleave, and Meadhbh, you guys defended Mert from a number of physical assailants as the saloon erupted into chaos. In the confusion, you also realized there was another assailant hiding somewhere in the crowd. You realized it was an elven spellcaster in a bright blue dress. As you fought these would-be assassins, Meadhbh noticed that each of them bore a similar tentacle tattoo that weaved down their arms. You knocked the tattooed goons unconscious and turned your attention towards the elven caster, menacing Meadhbh Espinal. With a combination of Meadhbh's fork of bees and a swarm of magically summoned bees, and Karis's flying, farting coup de grace, you slayed the elven assassin and saved Mert from certain death, just as the personal guards of the Twin Queens of Ceruia, Sir Warwick Blitz and Sir Tiffany Fex, arrived on the scene looking for answers to what was up with all of the commotion. We begin as you guys look around you. Karis, you're still, like, your ass still directly on top of this elven spellcaster. Knife still very much dug into her neck. Meadhbh is, like, kind of freaking out, hiding behind Cleave, kind of, like, using him almost as, like, a rock'em sock'em protector, kind of hiding back. Oh, what? Where is it? And Meadhbh, you're still, like, commanding your bees. They're kind of, like, swinging around you like this weird moving bandolier of ammunition. The crowd that was in this saloon has very quickly, like, moved towards the doors, is actually trying to get out, trying to get away from this crazy battle, as these 2 massive armored figures come in. They look to you guys, the 3 people standing, in Karis's case, sitting, bloody dagger in hand, standing in this room with littered with unconscious and 1 dead body. And you see Sir Warwick Blitz and Sir Tiffany Fex turn their eyes to the 3 of you, and Meadhbh, who's kind of, like, hiding behind Cleave. Sir Warwick Blitz pipes up and goes, "What in all hells is going on? What is going on?"
Let me just tighten my cheeks for a second.
He looks down at you, he's, like, essentially, like, standing over you. He's, like, a good, like, 5.5, 6 feet tall.
Shit.
And he's looking down at you like, what? Picks you up off this person. He goes to grab the knife from your hand. Do you let him, or you just do you try to pull away?
No, I'm definitely doing like that. Let me at him.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check. I'll roll a contested strength check for him.
19.
He rolled a natural 20. He grabs your arm, wrenches the knife from you, and kind of, like, pushes you back into the room, sword at the ready.
Fair. Very fair.
From behind him, Sir Tiffany Fex, an equally menacing figure. This woman clad in these very heavy armor, kind of just hidden beneath these more ceremonial, like, robe type things. What do you 3 of you think you're doing? This is not a place for fighting. You think you're going to be able to get away with this when the queens are so near?
With all due respect, We didn't really intend to get away with this. The situation was more thrust upon us. You see, this turtle here was being attacked, and luckily we were at the bar ready to intervene.
Sir Tiffany Fex looks over to Meadhbh and goes, "Is this true?" Meadhbh very quickly goes, something froze me, and then they stabbed me, and they just turns his neck and it's just bleeding still, pretty bad. He's still looking very fucked up and very terrified. He goes, I've been hiding behind this one, and these two fought those ones, and these, and he points to the man and the woman on the ground who initially attacked him. He goes, these two were the ones fighting me, and Sir Warwick goes, all right, calm down. He looks over and sees the bartender behind the bar, who's kind of popped her head up. He looks over and goes, "Ma'am, did you see what happened here?" She looks over at you guys and goes, "They took all my fanciest brandies and threw them! They threw my brandies!" Okay, fine. She just keeps going out and goes, What am I doing here? They're taking over my butt! Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You see a bunch of the crowd is still kind of behind them, kind of watching this happen. He looks down at the body on the ground. He kind of looks around and realizes that the rest of them are unconscious, and looks down at the dead elven woman in front of him and goes, "What? Okay, bar fight is fine. Murder less fine. Please tell me why this is happening on this ship."
Buddy, if we knew why this was happening on this ship, we wouldn't be stuck in the middle of a bar fight.
Well,
all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and solve this the proper way. You're all gonna come with me to the brig, and we're gonna question you independently. Does that sound good?
Actually, if I might...
I didn't really
offer
care
some
about your
assistance.
answer. Okay, let me just get you. He comes out, him and Sir Tiffany Fex, these two very imposing figures, begin to gather you up. Do you guys go with them peacefully, or do you try to resist them in any way?
I go with them peacefully, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at Karis and Maeve, and I'm trying to be oh yeah, I've been here before, and I'm yeah, trust me, this is all part of the investigations. It's all routine.
Yeah, I think I'm going peacefully, but I'm trying to size them all up and see maybe what weakness I can play on in the... I was going to call it the courtroom, but in the room where they will interrogate me.
Go ahead.
Straight to court.
Go ahead and roll. Anyone who wants to go to roll an insight check, to kind of get a vibe of what these people are.
Yeah, I want vibes.
Fucking shit.
Good vibes. 16.
Oh my god, there are so many dice, I forget which of the dice are which.
The one with the most.
How many sides is it supposed to have? 20?
20? Yeah, it's the one that looks closest to a ball.
Okay, unsurprisingly after that, my insight is 7.
Hell yeah. And Cleave, what'd you get?
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, hot.
Cleave, you look over at Sir Warwick Blitz, who is this very large, very imposing figure, very grizzled, got this very grayed beard, kind of frazzly, in that kind of old man, badass way. You catch him kind of look at you for a second. He kind of squints at you. You aren't sure. You haven't seen this guy before necessarily, but that felt like a vibe to you. You're not positive, but you're pretty sure this guy's vibing with you as he roughly grabs you by the shoulder and begins to push you out of this room.
Machi.
He knows an investigator when he feels one.
Blythe, with a
7.
you said you got a 7. You don't really. You see, these are two authority figures. I don't think Maeve. And tell me if I'm wrong. Has Maeve really been ever in trouble with the law before?
No.
These are very imposing figures. They're really you can see the imperial crests of Slakehaven and Titanfall on their respective shoulders.
Wait, they're not homies? They're not together? They're different sides?
They are the respective like queens guards of the two queens of the Twin Ports.
So it's possible, let's say, if one of the queens is shady business, that only one of these people is bad, or they could both be
possibly.
bad, or they could both be good.
They with a 7 insight, you don't really have a good idea. You immediately recognize that they are from two until very recently opposing sides of this war. You don't see any like open hostility necessarily, but with a 7, like you're kind of just caught up in the moment a bit. Karis, you got a 16?
Yes.
You see these two people, both of them look at you very warily. Like they both have this like protector vibe about them. Like they see something crazy has happened so near their quarry, like the people they're supposed to be protecting. They're worried about it. They want to quickly get to the bottom of like what's happened. Because like, as you know before, like there's not a large retinue of guards. This was kind of like a deliberately unadorned, like unprotected mission to kind of like promote peace and like kind of to show that these two nations have found peace. So these guys, imposing as they are kind of like the last line of defense, and are a little. You sense a bit of worry, like trying to figure out what the hell's happened.
Sure.
But with the 16, you also notice they seem to be, as they're grabbing you, keeping an eye on one another as well. You get the sense that this is a begrudging partnership.
Gotcha.
You guys are quickly taken down to one of the lower decks below the waterline. So like past where Cleave was staying, probably like down near where Karis was staying in her impromptu broom closet.
Can we see fish out the window?
Actually, as you are walking through these top floors, you immediately come out of this room and you turn and you see an entire wall that is water. And for a second, it kind of like takes you back because you know that you're above the waterline. Like there shouldn't be water here. And then all of a sudden, you see 2 dolphins swim directly past what you now realize is a glass wall on the interior of the ship. It's one of many like viewing points of a massive internal aquarium. As these 2 dolphins kind of swing by and kind of like do a little flip play thing in the water.
Dolphins.
As you guys
so
go
fucked
down,
up.
As you guys go down to lower levels, you see like there are fewer and fewer viewing points for these things. They seem to be like kind of like concentrated to upper decks. Below the decks, once you get to like what you imagine is probably like second or third lowest deck, you are put in a room together with no windows all around, like just one hanging light, classic kind of like and a bunch of chairs behind you are quickly put in there. You see them, they've grabbed a couple of the people, grabbed some of the unconscious bodies and kind of like brought them down as well, throw them in a different holding cell. And as you guys kind of like sit down, they leave for a moment, they turn around and Certificate of X goes, "All right, we'll be right back. So don't try anything funny. We're going to make sure these guys are okay. And we're going to come back. We're going to be questioning you very specifically about what happened, okay?" She slams the door. You guys have a few moments before they come back. What do you do in this moment?
Are we all together?
Yeah, the 3 of you are together in a room.
Breakfast Club.
You get the sense that they're kind of treating you guys as one side and treating the unconscious and dead as the other.
Gotcha.
Wait, where's Myrtle B?
Oh, Meadhbh is with you guys.
Oh, he is. Hey, girl.
They toss Meadhbh in, and he's just like the whole time still kind of like bleeding. He's got like a quick patch of just like bar napkins. Okay.
Well, we definitely need to get our stories straight at this point. We can't be going in and each, getting embroiled in something contradictory. So, what did we see first?
Yeah, it happened so recently, but I have completely forgotten all of it.
I know.
It's almost like we recorded that episode a number of weeks ago.
I don't know. Maybe.
Everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check. Just to see, like, what you caught in the battle and even what you're catching, like, in this room.
I got a 6, baby.
I got an 18.
Karis, 18.
3.
Cleave with a 3. Cleave and Meadhbh, both of you, the fight was a bit of a blur. Like, you remember these two figures who, like, seemed to be, like, play acting some kind of fight, attacked each other, and then kind of, like, attacked Mert. Very quickly, that guise kind of fell away, and you realized there was some kind of, like, massive, maybe not massive, but, like, 4 or 5 people all trying to attack Mert. As well as this one spellcaster kind of like hiding in the back. You caught glimpses of these strange, like, tentacled tattoos around each of the assailants' arms, Meadhbh. You definitely, like, marked that. Other than that, you don't remember anything too... I don't think you noticed anything else necessarily during the fight. Karis. You remember the fight very well. You've been a criminal for some time, or like operated within the criminal realms. Like, you're used to these things, and you kind of like immediately saw what was happening and quickly like kind of kept note of it.
Right.
What you've also probably experienced before is the inside of, if not a holding cell, a place where you didn't necessarily want to be. You, just by your nature, begin clocking the room. You look at the door, you realize it's probably not too hard to break out of, but not like super easy. You look at the vents, realize they're way too small for you to crawl through. You look at the light bulb, and you're just like, it's a light bulb. You look over to one side, the side of the wall opposite the door, and you see a small, like, circular groove in the wall. You look a little closer, kind of just like out of the corner of your eye. You realize it is some kind of like recessed area, likely for someone to be listening.
Oh wait, I don't know that.
Wait, it's a groove in the wall.
It appears to be
Where
like
the boys
like
can see it all? Okay,
Yes.
I get you.
That is exactly what it is. This is actually just Porky's. That's
Just
all
a
this
place in
is.
France, okay? Just a place in France. Okay, so I know that someone's watching and listening. This is a legit operation.
Yeah, you get the sense that this room was built as like a brig, as like a holding room,
Right.
and some precautions have been taken. With
Okay,
that
I
regard.
gotcha. Can we make any sort of moves right now? Could I have a mage hand, but I want to roll a sleight of hand check just in case, or should I do
Yeah,
that
sure.
later at a later time?
What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know if there's going to be trouble or we're going to have to get out in time, but I want to see if I'm capable of anything. Would I have to roll that, closer to trouble if there is trouble?
What exactly do you like? Do you want to try to pick the lock, or are you just trying to get a sense of how well you think you could handle yourself?
How well I think I can handle myself.
Go ahead and roll an
I'm
insight
feeling
check.
weirdly shaken up. 20 natural.
Natural 20. You look at the 3 people in the room with you. You see Cleave and Meadhbh both seem fairly capable. You look at Meadhbh, you see immediate liability.
Yeah.
You look at the wall, it's kind of a small room. You recognize like that may play in your favor. You guys have some numbers with you. You also know that both Sir Warwick Blitz and Sir Tiffany Fex are very imposing figures. They would be difficult to take down in a straight fight.
Okay.
Though you don't necessarily fight fair.
True dat. All right, cool. Interesting.
Do you guys do anything with these few moments that you have? As you, like, from outside the door, you can hear It sounds like Tiffany Fex, like you just hear like fleshy slaps, and she's like, "Come on, wake up!" From some other room, as she's just like smacking these guys in the face.
Yeah, can I be like, yo, what up? Who are you guys? Guys, who are you?
Karis?
Yeah. Meadhbh, I already know by reputation.
You know
Guys, hi. I'm Meadhbh, Snailbaby. I'm a writer. I came on here to write about this stupid boat trip, and now, you know, this is happening. Who are you guys?
Well, I'm Karis Thornbrow, and I don't usually introduce myself with my real name, but I feel like you're the only guys that I need to be with right now.
Yeah.
And who are you, sir?
The name's Beefchief. Cleave Beefchief.
Is Beefchief your first name or your second name?
It's actually my first name and my surname. My middle name is Cleave, and I mostly go by that.
Is Beefchief your... Wait, it's not a title, it's your name.
Yeah,
You're not the chief of beef?
I come from a long line of barbarians.
Oh, no.
It was a title, honorarily, that was given to a great ancestor of mine who was the chief of beef for his village. But for myself, it's just a name. Just a first name and a last name.
I am so sorry to interrupt you. This is amazing. I'm sure it's going somewhere. Do you know this turtle? Have you talked to him before? Because I ran into him, but I don't know him.
I'm
This is
Meadhbh S. Okay.
I'm asking
No, yeah,
him.
you should do it. It's your life, man.
I'm Meadhbh Espinal. I designed the ship. I got stabbed in the neck tonight. That was new.
Meadhbh, do you have any idea why anyone would want to stab you in the neck?
No, that was a brand new experience for me. One I would not like to repeat. Do any of you have any kind of healing spells or potions? Because
I'm so sorry.
I'm in so much
Meadhbh, you know, my mind went to like, do I have a tourniquet? I totally forgot that I have,
I would love to not
the
have
ability
my neck
to heal
tourniqueted.
you. Yeah.
Well, you
Cut off all
I don't know a lot
blood
about
flow to
tourniquets,
your
but
brain.
that feels like the one spot that you can't tourniquet.
Maybe we could make
Yeah.
some kind of a splint.
I've got
Wait,
some
what is that?
spell that I can help you with. I just don't remember what it's called. It's like basically the opposite of when I give really inspiring speeches to my homies and they do better in battle.
Oh, you have a Song of Rest.
Meadhbh, I'm going to sing you a little song of rest and you're going to go to bed and you're going to wake up feeling a lot better. Oh, wait, no, it's a short rest. You're just going to chill in the corner and you're going to feel a lot better.
Wait, before you knock out that turtle, I have a question for him.
You're gonna what?
Meadhbh, why is the boat lighter?
I have no idea. Someone changed my design. I've been planning this ship for so long. No one, of course, would fund something so large. Finally, I get the funding, and they go about and they just start changing. They start adding little doodads and who's he, what's it's here and there. And then I get to the dock. I'm not even invited, and I see, you can see the little, the markings on the side. I know exactly how deep this ship is supposed to be, and it is significantly higher in the water, percentage-wise, just a few feet, but significant enough for me to make some kind of note of it. I have no idea what they took out of my design, but at this point, this ship, it's not unsafe, but it's a little worrisome. It's, we're really on the edge here.
What would be heavy enough? I mean, and if you're going to pass out because you're losing so much blood to your head, let me know. But what would be heavy enough that they would take it out? Like, are there lifeboats on the boat?
Yeah.
I truly don't know. To take up that much weight, large chunks of the entire ship, large bits of metal, I don't.
Could
I
they
mean,
have
this
used
is
like a
fully
different
stocked-
metal? Wait, no, go on.
Possibly.
Is
I
there
don't
any
think they
chance
could've-
they just made the boat better?
He immediately looks at you and goes, "What? No!
Come on,
This is
man.
my ultimate design."
Wait. So basically, you being here is a liability to the people that are, hosting this voyage, because you're the only one that could prove, maybe? Or you, apparently, who knows the boat's lighter.
I suppose I just thought I had been overlooked and they didn't want me on the ship for some reason. I didn't think there was any kind of weird thing about it, but then I come and I see it's not as it should be. I get a little concerned. I start asking questions. And they just tell me, "No, you're not allowed on the ship. No, you're not. I've got to sneak in through." I mean, we met, so I had to sneak in through the cargo.
True. I'm just wondering who sent the people who attacked you.
I have
And how
no
high?
idea. I've never.
All
I
right.
didn't recognize them. I don't think I have any enemies. I suppose. I don't know.
I think you may have found some. I think this plot goes deeper. Deeper than this boat isn't deep as it should be.
What?
Well said.
Meadhbh kind of looks around. You see him kind of taking like almost notes in his head as he's trying to figure this out. He goes, "That much weight. I guess remove a lot of ballast. Remove. I mean, but that's just stupid. I mean, there's no reason to have it ride higher. It just makes it less stable, more difficult to control. I don't understand why you wouldn't replace the ballast."
Would anybody benefit from everyone on this ship dying and it looking like a horrible accident?
Oh my good Jesus.
I mean, I suppose if you want to, I've never had that question asked to me, and I'll be honest, I don't know how to respond to it.
You're more of a
I was-
sounding board right now than a fountain.
Yeah,
of
Cleave
information, so-
Beefchief.
Good, 'cause I've built a lot of ships. I've never planned mass murder. That's a new concept to me.
And that's why we love you, Meadhbh.
He also does not know how to take. What was your name again? Maeve.
Maeve Snailbaby.
Okay.
Wait, for
But it's-
clarity, are you saying Meadhbh Snailbaby or Meadhbh Snailbaby?
The first.
Is Snailbaby a name or a title?
Both. I come from a long line of snail babies. Anyways, Meadhbh, do you want to go take a little nap? Do you want me to sing you a lullaby so you can go sleep and let your body heal?
That sounds so fantastic. He goes and like sits on the ground next to the door and kind of like just puts his arms up and goes, "Please, anything you can do to help would be lovely. I'm in a severe amount of pain."
Okay, how much money do we have for music rights for me to sing Meadhbh a little lullaby?
You got to
we
keep it
have
royalty free.
No money for music rights. You got to come up with this off the top of your dome.
Okay. Go to sleep, little Meadhbh turtle. You are in a world of hurtle, but when you wake up, you'll feel fine, and the boat will also be fine. Good night.
you see Meadhbh. Go ahead and do me a favor. Roll me a performance check.
Oh.
Oh God. Okay. 15.
15. You see Meadhbh kind of like leans back. He closes his eyes. You see like a small, quiet smile appear on his face. He kind of like rocks back and forth on the floor next to the door. As you finish your song, you see him kind of like, and then the door swings open. It slams him directly in the face. Go!
No.
As Sir Tiffany Fex and Sir Warwick Blitz come in, immediately pull up chairs. Sir Warwick Blitz sits down. Sir Tiffany Fex spins the chair around, sits on it the other way. He goes, "All right, why don't the three of you tell us what's happening? Because we've got a very different story, I'd imagine, from those other folks." My
I've seen
accent's
this
changed
before.
wildly in these few moments.
The pressure under here.
I've seen this before. This is a classic case of good cop, cool cop.
Yeah, and I'm the cool cop, so you better give me what I want, or otherwise you're gonna get the bad cop, this motherfucker. And you look over, and Sir Warwick Blitz is just his arms crossed, staring directly ahead at you, just this low rumble from the back of his throat.
God.
All right, well, should we just tell him?
Well, who do you want to talk to? There's 3 of us.
We're still deciding who we think the leader is. We're imagining it's not the turtle on the ground. You see Meadhbh just...
Yeah, he's in a world of hurdle.
All right, we'll talk to you first with the bad puns. Since you are the only one who seems to have committed murder tonight, why don't you explain to me why you chose to stab a woman directly in the neck? And from accounts from other people, fart directly in her face, immediately preceding her death.
Quick, can I run a perception or not perception check, a persuasion check before I answer that question?
You can choose to roll a persuasion check before you answer. However, if you roll poorly, you have to narrate exactly how bad you do.
I kind of want to do that.
Okay.
11.
11. Go ahead and tell me, what do you say to this?
Listen, man, we're both sitting at the same level here, okay? Sometimes people have a bad day, and their buddy's sitting next to them saying, I'm having a worse day because these guys are trying to kill me, so help a brother out. So this is a typical example of gals helping guys, you know, guys who are in trouble. So, yeah, these people on the ground attacked my buddy, Manchester United over there. I don't remember his name. But along came...
My name is Meadhbh Espinal.
Yeah, magical enchilada.
No. Oh, okay. He just gives up and
whatever his name is. We thought we had our buddy protected, but then this lanky broad comes in, wiggling her fingers, freezing him so he can't move, and he's bleeding out. What I see is another situation of a gal helping a guy. So what did I do? Yeah, I killed the person in the room who was causing my friend pain and almost murdered him. That's what I did. And did I have a bean burrito earlier? Yeah, and sometimes it comes out at the wrong time. My bad.
Well, that is certainly a story. Possibly a viable one. However, from the crowd's description, it seems like this woman that you killed was just kind of amongst them. You chose her almost at random and decided to plunge your dagger into her neck. Is that about... That is what we've been described. And in fact, he snaps his fingers and Sir Tiffany Fex opens the door, and behind it you see the elven woman standing alive, though looking much worse for the wear, still this bad scar in her neck. We had to spend a whole bunch of money to revive this woman, who you should know is a noblewoman from my house. So please explain to me why and grabs her, pulls her down, and goes, explain to me why exactly you decided to stab her, because from what I've heard, she was just standing there enjoying a drink in the lower decks.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, please.
She's telling absolutely the truth. This woman was not just standing in the crowd. She was whispering spells. Like, we saw it. Cleave saw it. We remember. We were there. And all those other people were freaking out, rightly so. They were trying to get out of the room. And anyone who will tell you otherwise just wasn't paying attention, or they were on her side. This woman is bad news.
You see the woman kind of like stands behind. She's like, you see like holding her arms, kind of like almost shaking. She's got like a blanket around her.
I didn't know any. I just was enjoying it. I went to the lower decks and I heard it was, fun and crazy down there, and then this woman just attacked me for no good reason, and I don't understand why did you hurt me? I don't.
This is classic class warfare. This woman is abusing her privilege, trying to make you feel pity for her. She's lying. Don't believe her. Can I run a perception check? See what this bitch is all about?
An insight check.
Okay. Oh, glob. 8.
With an 8, you look at her and you see a woman who seems to be very shaken, very confused. She's literally like standing directly behind Sir Warwick Blitz, like interposing him and his figure between the three of you. She's shaken. She looks bad. With an 8, you don't necessarily sense anything. Cleave and Karis, you're welcome to make checks as well if you'd like.
Absolutely.
I don't need a check. I know she's no good. I look at the guards and I'm like, don't fall for it, cops. Believe me, this woman was killed in elf defense.
All right, now there's no need for puns of this nature. This is a respectable establishment. And you see, Sir Tiffany Fex takes the woman and begins to usher her out. You see the woman just looking at her, goes, "Can I go?" And she goes, "Well, no, we've still got to hold you for a while, but we're going to put you back." "Why? I can't go." "No, we've got to hold you still." You see Sir Warwick Blitz kind of like look back as Sir Tiffany Fex brings out this woman. You get a sense that these two have not seen eye to eye on how to handle this situation. You see Sir Warwick seems to like want to let this person go. Sir Tiffany Fex, being from a different nation, feels differently. She takes this one back, comes back in the room, and goes, "All right, we've heard from you. Mr. Beefchief, I believe. What did you see while you were down there? I understand you are a second-class person on this ship. You were supposed to be down in that bar. Why, what was going on with this fellow, this Meadhbh?"
I'll tell you what's going on with him. He's the only guy around here that knows what's going on.
You look down and Meadhbh is just fully passed out from blood loss.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Interrogator. What's your plan when everybody on this boat dies? What's your plan?
Go off,
what
King.
do you plan to do when everybody on this boat dies?
I'm sorry, are you threatening some kind of destruction of this boat?
I'm not threatening anything, but that elven woman that you just led in that other room, she might as well be.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, I guess.
Oh my god. It's a natural 20.
Oh shit. You see Karis and Meadhbh, you see the whole time that you've seen Cleave, he seemed a bit of a strange character. He has these like bits and jibes that kind of come out of nowhere. As he says this, you see a surprising gravitas like echo from his voice. You see the light bulb above you literally like flickers, and for a moment the room appears almost in black and white as he echoes this throughout the room. The room itself, as he finishes, seems to like become dead silent as both of the Queen's Guard look to each other and look back to Cleave Beefchief and go, "All right, you have my attention at least. Why do you think she's about to bring down this boat?"
Listen, pal. I've got blueprints in my room. 2 sets of them. One's the original blueprints that dead turtle made, and the other's the blueprints for the ships
He's
that
not
actually
dead,
got
he's
made.
sleeping.
Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
That is a 7.
Yeah, it's probably. You see, he seems to be breathing, but you don't know for how much longer. I mean, really, a live turtle, dead turtle, whatever.
All right, fair. That nearly dead turtle made. And the other set's the set that this boat was built off of. Now that turtle's the only person besides me that knows that there's a change in the ship. This ship's a little bit too light and it's not as steady as it should be. Suddenly, someone's trying to kill this turtle. Doesn't add up.
You look at Sir Tiffany Fax, who kind of looks and goes, "Is this true?" And she looks down at Meadhbh, who kind of like,
The ship, it's not my design anymore. They changed. Oh, there's a lot of blood loss. Oh, they changed it, and now it's a little bit unstable. It should be fine, but it's too light. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna pass out again. Okay.
he passes back out.
Meadhbh, don't die.
I don't think I'm gonna die. I think I'm just really weak. But your song of rest was lovely.
Okay, go to sleep. Okay, thank you.
Sir Tiffany Fax stands up and goes, "All right,
I'm just so tired. I just want to go. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
okay, you can go to sleep now. Okay, go to sleep. You've been very helpful. Thank you." Tiffany Fax looks at you guys and goes, "All right, I believe that you guys were acting in some way in self-defense. I don't fully understand what's going on, so you'll have to be patient with us. We're going to leave you here under lock and key for the night, just while we check out your stories, okay?
Can we get some pillows?
We'll get you pillows, blankets, all that stuff. My accent has once again gone wildly away from where it started." Ashley goes, "I don't know what has happened here. We'll make you as comfortable as possible while we check out your stories, okay? Cleave, we'd like your room key. We'll check out these blueprints that you say you have. We'll ask about the ship and see if anything was removed unnecessarily. But you must understand, we are here under the sole purpose of protecting the queens. And currently, you three, the four are unconscious in the room, and that woman represent the greatest threat to the queens at this point. Do you understand that, yes?"
Just don't let that other woman go. Whatever you do, don't let her go.
You see Sir Warwick Blitz kind of like narrows his eyes, and he kind of goes, "We won't let her go either. We'll keep
And
everyone
don't let
under
any of
lock
those
and key."
octopus. Okay, including the octopus people.
There's fireworks outside my window.
Really?
Go
Like,
Queens!
Literally directly outside my window.
Oh my god.
There's fireworks happening on the boat tonight, aren't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Sir Warwick looks up and goes, "Oh, damn it, I love fireworks. I'm missing it. Fuck. There's no windows in this room." Is there anything else you want to say to them before they leave this room?
Keep an eye out for everyone with an octopus tattoo.
And if my room smells like smoke, it was like that when I got in there.
Go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
Swear to God, natural one.
Oh my god.
You say this as like a pack of cigarettes and a lighter is like somehow inching its way out of your breast pocket, like just by the way you're sitting. You see both Sir Tiffany Fax and Sir Warwick Blitz look at right in your eyes, directly down to your pocket, back to your eyes, back to each other, and look at you and go, "We don't have any stake in this at all, so that's fine. Whatever." They both leave. A little while later, they come back with some blankets and some pillows. And as the door closes, you see a pair of guards have been placed in front of your door. As you kind of like glance out the hallway, you see another pair of guards in front of this other door where these like unconscious assailants and this elven woman are. It's probably like fairly late in the evening. What do you guys do in this moment?
We all tell secrets before we go to sleep, and then we go to sleep.
We play telephone, except there aren't enough of us, so the word doesn't really change.
We play light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Oh my god.
Cleave.
With fucking
And Cleave
Meadhbh.
actually floats.
You guys try it with Cleave. It works fine. Try it with Meadhbh. He just fully rolls back on his shell, back like a turtle. You guys spend the evening kind of just chatting amongst each other, small talk here and there. The hours kind of pass, and you guys all decide to go to sleep for the evening. You guys go to sleep. You regain all your health, any expended spell slots you might have used. You gain back your bardic inspirations. And you wake up fairly late the following morning to a knock on your door. Thump, thump, thump. And in come Sir Tiffany Fex and Sir Warwick Blitz again. Two of them kind of sit down with less of an aggressive air this time. You see them kind of sit down. Sir Warwick Blitz goes, "All right, we questioned everyone who was there on the saloon. Your stories," begrudgingly, he kind of goes, "Your stories seem to check out. We did find one or two other people who noticed some aggressive spell casting from Madame Alta. And we have to begrudgingly admit that a bunch of people with similar tattoos is a little bit odd.
Yes.
That is fair call." Sir Tiffany Fex continues, "We still don't entirely know what is happening, but we're going to keep them under lock and key for the moment. We appreciate that you generally, with one exception, kept everybody alive. We will," she looks directly at Karis, "we will be billing you the 500 gold pieces it costs for a Revivify spell in the near future. That had to come from my personal stash of Revivification diamonds, so you will be getting a bill from me. However, we looked at the plans, and best we can tell, when we talked to some of the ship's engineers and stuff, they were apparently unaware that this kind of change had been made. All of their plans are of these later updated plans. They believe the ship is running as it should, and seemed a bit perturbed, I would say, that their ship may be sailing a bit unsafely. We kept it as small as possible. We don't want to raise any kind of alarm, but we'd like your help if you wouldn't mind. We can't be running around trying to figure this out ourselves. We have duties to the queens, and they can't really be left unguarded for too long. We'd like to, for lack of a better term, hire you on to try to figure out exactly what's happening here."
My fee is 500
Wait.
gold pieces that I own.
Wait. Never quote the price first. Fex, Blitz. We agree to do it on one condition. You gotta tell us how much you got.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, I guess.
I will show you the footage. 20. I got a natural fucking 20.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You see Sir Warwick Blitz just kind of like caught up in the moment. Goes, "I don't know, I've got like 2,000 gold pieces." Oh, shit.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm not gonna pay you 2,000 gold pieces. You should do this to duty to you, the people and stuff.
So we're agreed. The 2,000 gold pieces will be a deposit, and the queen will pay the three of us more later.
Oh my god. Okay. We will pay you each a nominal fee of 700 gold pieces. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Good
Each?
with everybody?
Yes,
Yeah,
each will
yeah.
pay you each 700 gold
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now,
Yeah.
okay. Do you know where we could find the captain?
I
the
assume at the helm of the ship?
Whoa, no need to be sarcastic. Was literally just
All right,
asking.
I'm really not exactly pleased to be having any of you on, but I literally can't be in 3 places at once, so this is just the way it has to be. Can everyone go and roll me an insight check?
Oh,
It's a fucking 20.
7.
I
Me
am
as well.
rolling insane shit today.
Are you sure you're not rolling just a D2? Just 20 and 1?
I think my past few rolls have just been back and forth
Yeah,
between
21,
1s and
21.
20s.
Awesome. With a natural 20. Sorry, what did Maeve and Karis get?
7.
20.
20.
Not natural.
Maeve, your like reporter's instincts are kind of failing you a little bit at the moment. You're just kind of like caught up in what's happening. This is a strange world for you. Usually you're reporting on nature and like things that you're more in control of. This is very much outside your comfort zone. You don't really like get a read on these people. Karis and especially Cleave, both of you have gotten fairly good at your chosen professions at reading people and really what they want and what is happening with them. You see 2 people with 2 very different motives in front of you. You see Sir Warwick Blitz, fairly old, fairly like weathered. You see someone who's very tired and like trying to do their job, but just like not able to protect the queens and like figure out what the hell is happening here. You see he's very reticent to let you guys go and give you guys this this like leeway, but kind of sees there's no other choice. You also see Sir Tiffany Fex, who kind of came into the room seeming to be a little more excited about this venture, seems possibly even more wary than Sir Warwick Blitz. And seems to be, whereas Sir Warwick is kind of like wearing his reticence on his sleeve, Sir Tiffany Fex is very much attempting to hide it.
Who are their respective queens that they're guarding? Who guards whom?
Sir Warwick Blitz is Slakehaven, who he guards Camille McQuick, who you remember was like the very meek, like Rachel haircut. And Sir Tiffany Fex was from Tottenpool. And you remember Annabelle Tor was the very like brash, yeah, we killed our fathers, fuck you
Right.
guys. That type of person.
Gotcha.
You see Sir Warwick Blitz is kind of an open book to you. You see Sir Tiffany Fex is more actively trying to hide their motives. They don't appear happy to have you helping out. They turn around and go,
Hi.
listen, we're happy to have you helping whenever you can. We need to understand what's happening here. We can't really turn around at this point. This journey is too important. So we're just going to have to kind of trust each other, I suppose. There is
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh, do you give us the right to question whoever we need to on the ship? Do we have, like,
You have
lay of the land?
the right to talk to people in the way that people talk to
always
people,
do.
but there is absolutely no authority we can give you.
Oh, okay.
Like, we can't have you beating up people or anything like that,
No,
but
I understand.
if anyone gives you a hard time, you can kind of put them to us, I suppose. We've talked to the captain. You'll be able to speak with him. You'll be able to speak with the ship's engineers, anyone you'd like. You're all welcome on the first class deck. You may have a bit of a hard time getting answers out of some of those rich fucks, but you certainly can try.
Wait, where did we leave it with all the octopus crazies and the witch elf lady? Can we talk to them?
You're welcome to talk to the octopus crazies, as you call them. We've made the decision to keep Madame Alta separated from everyone else because we do believe she has a few arcane elements about her. We'd like to keep her as locked up as possible. You're welcome to talk to her, but it'll be under more intense supervision, if that's okay.
Interesting.
Really, we've got her in a bit more aggressive of a cell.
Gotcha.
If you understand my drift.
Is it one of those cells made out of plexiglass and they just kind of sit in the middle of a big room?
No, it's a metal room, but she's got all of her fingers spread apart by things, and she's got her mouth gagged so she can either cast spells with somatic components or verbal components.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a little bit fucked up to see, but it had to be done. If we are wrong, I'm in for quite a bad time. You see Sir Worthless just kind of like looking over. And you remember this is like a person, a member of the Slakehaven like nobility. He's just kind of tapping his finger on his arm, fairly annoyed that this much precaution is being taken. But you see him; he recognizes it has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to talk to him as much as you want. I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to get much out of him. We didn't. They just kept going on and on about the same things. Honestly, it was after we questioned them that we started to believe your story more.
So what lead do we want to follow here? Are you off to have lunch, sir? Or are you giving us some sort of direction as to where to go?
You're welcome to talk to whoever you want. You're welcome
Gotcha.
to talk to these strange octopus folk. They haven't given us any names at all.
Okay.
They've just given us a bunch of hooey, really.
I'd say, could you point us in their direction?
Yeah, and he just points. He opens up the door to you
Okay.
guys. The guards have now fully moved down the hall. There are two doors. One of them with like one guard standing outside. A door two down has like 3 or 4 guards standing outside. First door is these octopus fellas. I don't know what's going on with them. Second door is Madame Alta. We don't want to take any chances because apparently she's casting spells and shit, and we're not gonna take any chances with that.
Right.
Wait,
what happened to Meadhbh?
Yeah, can he come with?
The homie. Where's
Meadhbh's
he?
with you. He slept through the night. He is still very groggy, but he's no worse for the wear, really.
Well,
Alright.
guys, should we invite him to come or just leave him locked up so no one else,
He's
stabs his neck?
I feel like it's we gotta leave him back.
I would rather not. If I could stay with you, that'd be. I like the beefy boy. The beefy boy is nice to hide behind, or possibly. I'd rather not be in a cell without armaments and without means of egress.
Here's
I will
what I'll
say the safest
Yeah.
place.
What would you say the safest place is?
I was going to say the safest place is with us.
I wouldn't necessarily think it's the safe. Safe at this point is a very relative term. I'm trapped on a ship of my own making, literally and figuratively, with a bunch of people who are trying to stab me in the neck and kill me. So at this point, I'd just rather stay behind the guy who's a bit beefier than I am.
I'm fine with giving Chief full responsibility of Middlefield.
Cleave looks at Karis and is like, well, I'd be more than happy to take on this added responsibility, but it's going to cost you. How much you got?
I have nothing. I have the same amount you have.
Well, we got a cut coming to us. 700 each.
Not if we don't actually go out and solve this. So let's make a move.
Let's be clear here. You two have 700 coming to you. You've got a cool 200 coming to you, because 500 of that is coming directly back to me.
Oh my gosh. All I'm hearing is greed.
She holds up like a large diamond. She goes, I had to melt one of these down to revivify that stupid woman because this guy said I had to.
Well, every ship has an AED machine, so...
All right. Goodbye. They both pop out.
Well...
They, as they're leaving, they're going, there is a dinner tonight in the first class deck in the Phoebe Promenade. For the queens, they have to make a fairly significant announcement. We need to make sure that is fully secured. So any information you can get us before tonight would be massively appreciated.
What's the announcement?
You'll have to find out.
Do you know what it is already?
Go and roll an insight check.
It is a 15.
You look at the both of them, and you realize these two people who are like the right-hand Queen's Guard of both these people glance at each other, trying to assess if the other one knows. You realize that Sir Warwick Blitz is not aware of what the announcement is, and Sir Tiffany Fex is.
Tiffany, what's the announcement?
I have no idea.
Tiffany, what is it? Okay. All right. I believe you. All right, get out of here. We're going to go solve this mystery.
They head out.
Well, you guys, you want to go see my octopus teacher? See what those guys can tell us? Those little Squidwards?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we don't really have any other leads, really.
Yeah.
All right.
Or do we? Yeah, let's go.
And if we talk to the elf, we would have to take the gag out of her mouth, right? And then she could do some kind of spell shit.
Yeah,
I don't really want to
trust
see
her as far
right
as I can
now.
throw her.
I'm not in the mood.
Yeah.
I thought I killed her. So.
You still could.
Yeah, let's talk to these octopus guys.
You head over to the first door. You see there's a guard there. Guard kind of like gives you a quick head nod, opens the door. You come inside and see these four assailants, all of them heavily manacled, feet and hands. All of their sleeves have been like torn open, and you see identical octopus tattoos or like tentacle tattoos riding down their entire right arm.
Hold on, just to clarify. We're seeing identical tentacles?
You are seeing identical tentacles.
Magnificent.
Hold on. Identical tentacles all down their right arms. All of them kind of just like looking straight ahead with this kind of like glassy-eyed stare. As you open the door, they all turn towards you with the same like just glassy eyes.
Can we run a perception check?
Yeah, you can run perception. Insight would kind of give you a better idea of like who they are, what's going on.
I got a 19.
19. You see similar looks and kind of like vacant expressions that you saw in the bar when these guys were attacking Meadhbh. There was a number of times that all of these people should have given up. Like when the last person was there, like they kind of realized they were outnumbered, that they should give up, but they continued to press forward. These are eyes of zealots.
So they're not eyes of people that are like under some sort of spell. They're under the spell of misinformation.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check to see if you see anything necessarily arcane.
Oh, geez, Louise. 12.
With 12, you don't. You know a lot of spells that could like control people's minds. You're like familiar with them. Most of those wear off after a few hours. The ones that don't are very powerful. You don't necessarily see any indication that they're being mind controlled in some way, but you're not totally sure. They just lock eyes with you, these 4 people, and just kind of stare vacantly at you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How are they tied up? Are they like tied at the hands and feet?
Yeah, their feet are manacled together and like manacled to the floor, and their hands are manacled kind of like they're not like hog tied, but they are manacled to a long chain to their feet.
Okay, and the main portion of these manacles, would you say that they're made of metal, or are they made of I guess maybe a sort of wood?
They are made of metal.
Okay, so they're not the identical tentacles don't have botanical manacles.
That is like...
God, I knew you were fishing for something.
Right?
I wasn't sure what it was. No, these identical tentacles are not
Botanical manacles.
botanical manacles. The identical tentacles are not botanical manacles.
Can we start talking to these guys?
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, I want to try... I'm like, hey man, like, no way. I can't believe you guys have the tentacle tattoo. Like, I had an uncle, right? His name was Ricky, but I think you guys might know him. He was in with you guys for a really long time, and I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I might be able to let you guys out, if you brought us back to, whoever's, sent you here, or the rest of your guys, because I don't know, my uncle, he's been talking to all of us, and we're just really interested.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
I'm like shaking right now. Oh, 21.
21. You see one of them turn toward you. You recognize this was the kind of like larger woman who initially attacked Meadhbh. She turns to you and goes, "We are the drowned."
Okay. Sweet. So, like you are, like, that's your name is the drowned?
We
also?
welcome the deep. We welcome the darkness.
Oh my god. Same. That is so cool. Do you mind? I'm just gonna turn to my friends over here. I just forgot to tell them something. I'm just gonna talk to them for a second. Hey guys. I don't know, are these people who are being like prepared to, like, I don't know, do something? I don't know. My mind's going crazy. Are they like underwater soldiers or something like that?
I feel like they're going to drown every single person on this flippin' boat.
Right? Something like that.
Anyone who wants to can roll me either a history or religion check.
Oh yeah, baby.
boy.
I majored in religion.
I'm losing my religion.
Okay, I got a 21
Okay.
Wait, let me see.
in history.
History.
I got 18 in either history or religion. Let's say religion.
Okay. Cleave, what'd you get?
I want to move the laptop. I'm trying to figure out how to move it because it's wired in. To show you that I'm not fucking lying, I rolled a natural one.
I believe you. Cleave, you hear "We Are the Drowned," and you.
Do I just think all of the droned are into me?
Yeah,
I'm
you
picking up a vibe.
you look at all these people. They are all looking directly towards you, unbreaking eye contact, unwavering eye contact. And you're like, man, is this a vibe? This feels like it might be a vibe.
I like this boat.
Cleave is coming off this trip with 20 boyfriends.
Really a carnival cruise for Cleave.
Karis and Meadhbh. Meadhbh, you said you got what'd you get?
I had a 21 in
21.
history.
You recognize a couple of things. One, Saruya, the continent of Saruya, where the twin ports are, is known colloquially as the drowned continent. It was once like a part of a massive landmass. When the continents broke up, it got largely flooded by Fathom, one of the three titans of old, who like kind of pulled the sea into the continent. You know that this phrase of being drowned is often associated with Fathom, and that's like the first thing that kind of comes to your mind. But like a group necessarily like known as the drowned, or like a person known as the drowned, isn't something that really clicks for you. Karis, with a 18 religion check, you know that there are you've kind of been out in the world. You've seen some weird people. There are a number of people who do find well, most people like worship various gods in the pantheon. There are some people who find worship of the long locked away titans. You've seen people who worship the Titan Phoebe. You've seen people who worship Titan Kiliana. You think maybe these are a group that worship Fathom? And looking at the tentacle tattoo, you know that seems maybe like it would fit. That seems to be generally like a tentacle or an octopus is kind of a sign of Fathom. That's your best guess. So
is Fathom thought to be like, I don't remember the exact history, but thought to be like dormant, or
the three titans of old who like fought a massive war that like, destroyed the continents, they've been sealed away for a number of millennia.
And where?
Yeah. That's not necessarily something that is known. It's kind of like it's been long enough that like people recognize that this is a part of history, but it's almost slipped into a like mythical realm.
So this might be like a sacrifice situation too, perhaps.
Can we ask him?
Yeah. What do you say?
Say like, how many souls does Fathom need, or something like that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Does the name Fathom mean anything to you?
Yeah.
You see, as you say Fathom, all four of them flick their heads towards you. And in unison, we are the drowned. We welcome the deep. We welcome the darkness. We are the drowned. We welcome the deep. We welcome the darkness. Let's continue. We welcome the deep.
What does Fathom want? Do they just keep on saying their shit?
They just keep going over and over. We are the drowned.
Okay, and then
deep.
Beefchief starts like tapping on the we are the drowned. We are in the darkness.
Somebody record this. We got a track here.
Despite the impromptu remix, they just keep going and keep going.
All right, so this is definitely like a hive-mindy sort of like, I don't know, they serve a purpose, I guess.
Can we try to break their trance in some way?
Yeah, you don't necessarily get the sense this is like a trance. You get the sense that this is a like fanatical defense mechanism, essentially. Like they've been trained fully to only answer this. If you want to try to get under their skin in some way, you can certainly try.
Okay. Can we? Can I throw a couple water at their face like they do?
You exit this room. You find a cup of water. Like you go to a water cooler, you get one of those like triangular cups. You get 2 of them for good measure. You come back. We are the drowned. You're welcome.
And I pick one of them.
You pick the woman who stabbed Meadhbh and just toss it in her face. As you do, all of them kind of stop, and she goes, wipes her face away, locks eyes with you, kind of like moves in a little bit closer before she's restrained by her shackles. We are the drowned. Welcome to deep. Welcome to the darkness. I'll say, do me a favor, roll me a whatever you'd like here. I'd say a persuasion check, or maybe a deception check, as you're trying to like get under their skin to get them to reveal a little bit more information than they want to.
12.
You look in their eyes
Of
and you
perception.
see they are unperturbed. You do get the sense that these are likely drones in a sense. If they have like, you get the sense that they have very little agency.
I'm curious. Part of me is curious, like if they were somehow released, like where they would go. To, you know, and if we could like follow them, or if they'd just go to the elf woman and whatever. I have like a pick locky sort of situation going on. Can I try something like that?
You want to try to pick their manacles?
Kind of, yeah.
You can't. There is a pair of guards out, or so there's one guard outside who's kind of like, he's watching what's happening. He's not necessarily like paying attention to you guys necessarily. He's been told that you're allowed to be in here.
Well, can I use Mage Hand for this? Like, am I close enough?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Are you? I assume you're trying to do this like stealthily, so this guy doesn't see.
Yes. So roll a stealth check.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check first.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Do you want to try to pick the locks?
I don't know. You're the way you look right now is making me think that maybe I shouldn't try, but I have to go for it, you know?
Go ahead and go for it.
Do you guys,
go ahead and roll,
you guys with me? All right.
Go and roll a sleight of hand check.
8.
8. You cast your mage hand and you send it with your lockpicks. It goes down to the locks on the ground and very quickly like makes a loud like clink 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 clink. You kind of look over and see the guard kind of like look and go, what was that? And you quickly retract your tools. He didn't immediately like notice the lockpick, but he saw like something weird was happening. Kind of like looks over and goes, "Yeah, nothing. Sorry. Continue what you're doing."
That's so lucky. And they're unlocked basically. Are they moving?
Oh no, you definitely weren't able to pick the lock.
Oh, I wasn't? Oh.
No, with an 8, you realized it was getting too loud and too noisy. You saw the guard turn around and kind of notice, and you pulled back the locks.
That's fine.
So they're still locked. You can certainly
fine.
Make another attempt, but the guard is kind of like now a little more alert.
No, I feel like we got, I don't know. If we're not going to get anything out of them, at least we know they exist and kind of a little shade of to what end. So maybe we should go find someone higher up in the ship.
Does the internet exist in our world, and or is there a boat library?
There's a number of libraries on the boat.
A number of libraries on the boat?
Yeah.
Why could we need more than one?
There's a first class, like very decorative, ornate library with a bunch of like leather bound first editions and stuff. And there's some like second class
What's
libraries
the
that are just
worst
more.
library on the boat?
Yeah.
What's the worst library?
What's
What's in it?
You saw it as you were like walking around. There's like a crew library that has like a bunch of like
porn?
shitty John Grisham novels.
Oh, okay.
Like they're all paperbacks that have like been donated by the crew. Essentially, it's like a lending library for the crew.
All right, cool.
Do you think there are any pulpy thriller novels out and about a cult called the Drowned that might shed a lot of light on, or should we just go?
We should just go.
Let's go to the first class library. Pull out some of those first eddies.
Yeah, or maybe we'll see someone on our way too.
True.
Yeah, you guys make your way. The door closed behind you. The guard kind of gives you a nod. You make your way up to the first class floor. As you guys get up there, you find this massive, this like 2 oak doors with this big like scroll lettering library on the top. You push them open, and you see this fantastical, like double tall ceilings with these super high bookcases with a ladder on the like on the railing thing that you go around. You always like see people like riding it in movies. You see this place is just filled with gilded and leather books. There's like 3 or 4 people all kind of sitting at these very quiet tables, each with like books in front of them. Some of them are like reading for pleasure. Some of them seem to be like doing work of some sort. But it's a largely empty library. There's like 3 or 4 people in here, and there's a couple thousand books.
Is there a research librarian?
There's a librarian.
D&D grad
Can I go
school.
talk to her?
You go up to this very young man. He seems human man. He's maybe like 22. He's got these like very cute like hip glasses. He has a very nice suit. He goes, "Hi, how can I help you today?"
Hi, we're looking for any material you might have in regards to the Drowned
Or Fathom.
or Fathom, the god guy, Titan dude.
Oh, sure. We've got a whole section on the Titans. I mean, the ship is kind of named after the Titans a bit, so we've got a whole mythology section, history section. If you'd like to check it out.
Now, you work in a library. Do you kind of know all this information? Like, I know you don't know everything, but like maybe we can bypass
I would like to think I know a lot about this library.
So, Fathom. Did Fathom have a lot of like loyal followers or people who really worshipped him in a big way?
Yes, the 3 Titans all raised armies which fought each other, but largely they fought each other unimpeded. They did have a number of followers each, if the legends are to be believed.
But there was no religion founded around each Titan. Like...
He kind of looks at you and goes, there are a number of small cults, strange sects that have emerged around each of the Titans, as happens with any powerful entity, really.
Do you happen to know about any of these?
Sure, I think there's a reference tome here. He kind of like goes around and begins to look about. After a few minutes, he pulls out this gorgeous, leather-bound, beautiful tome and pops it in front of you. And it's just like... as you look at the cover, it seems to be this like gorgeous, flowery tome. As you open up, it's clearly like a rebound kind of more pulpy book.
Yeah.
It's like talking about cults and stuff. It's like an A&E special. It's kind of like the vibe of it.
Gotcha.
That's just been rebound to look really good. He goes, this is probably the best you're going to get, unfortunately. But this has a few interesting things I suppose you might be able to use. Anyone who wants to go and roll me investigation check as you look through this stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
I got 19.
Ooh. I got an 18.
Hell yeah. You see, as you guys kind of flip through this book, you do find a section on the Titans themselves, and like the War of the Titans and Titanfall. You see each of the Titans associated with one of the main continents, Fathom, Phoebe, and Kiliana. Each had a small number of followers that largely the Titans didn't seem to necessarily care for. Like people kind of like worship them in a way that people worship higher beings and expect something back. But where the gods would sometimes like grant magic and abilities and blessings onto people, the Titans did not care to do that. They just were kind of wanton destruction. What you do find is the only allies that the Titans really employed, that they used, each of the Titans had a champion, which kind of acted as their fighting force, as it were. Phoebe had an ancient dragon. Phoebe, the Titan of the air, had this like massive silver dragon. Kiliana had this massive, almost construct colossus creature that fought for her, and Fathom had the Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken tentacles, right? I say to this librarian, "Sir, you are an angel. You don't even know your worth. I can tell by the way you like are presenting yourself today, but know that you helped us today. And that was what God calls a good deed." And I kiss him on the forehead.
He looks at you and goes, thank you. That was okay. If you'd like to leave a comment card, that would help me greatly. Just write, and he hands you this massive form of a comment card, and he goes, if you take the time, I'd really appreciate it when bonus time comes around.
Meadhbh, here, fill this out.
Meadhbh is just like walking behind. He goes, oh, okay. You take the book with you. You check it out. As you're flipping through it, you do see these cults of the various Titans did exist and appeared to fight amongst each other and kind of like help the Titans in ways, but did not get any blessings or powers from the Titans. You find the names. The cult of Fathom was known as the Drowned. The cult of Phoebe was known as the Shattered. And the cult of Kiliana was known as the Scorched. And you saw they kind of waged war amongst themselves in the names of the Titans, though the Titans seemed to not necessarily care.
Kind of like when K-pop fans go crazy on Twitter.
It is exactly like that. This entire campaign is an allegory for K-pop.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking about the queens, right, Meow? And like, I don't know, rich people got all this time. They like joining cults. Like, do we have like a royal member of the family who's kind of dedicated to this thing?
Yeah, is it fascistic to have everyone do an arm check? Kind of like, we can't. That would be crazy. That's a complete human rights violation to just check everyone's arm, see if we can ferret out anyone who's got some tentacles.
There are between crew and passengers, there's like a couple thousand people on the ship. Could you could you theoretically? Yes. The logistical and civil violations that might impose would be a daunting task. Is it a thing you could start to do and try to look for? Absolutely. Is it a thing you could execute quickly with just the three of you? Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to spend the next hour checking every member.
If we threw a beach party.
Can we go to where the respective royal families are? Can we talk to them? I mean, we can use their guards' names, and they might already be up there.
Yeah, you can go there.
Oh, shoot. Also, royal families. Who's next in the order of succession?
Go and roll me a history check.
Yeah, good cue.
And more importantly, are they on the boat?
I rolled a natural 1.
For one. Meadhbh has absolutely no cares about the royal family, royal lineage. You see that in the columns of Shams every now and then, and you immediately flick past that page. Almost as an act of just like pure defiance. You're like, I'm not even going to learn it. Nope, fuck it. What Cleave and Karis, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
I got a 12.
Karis, not a clue. You're kind of new to this country. You barely know the names of the two queens.
Right.
Cleave, you are a little unclear. Like both of the queens, Annabelle, Tor, and Camille McQuick, were the only daughters of their fathers. Since they killed their fathers, it's someone below them, though since they have no children of their own at this point, you're not entirely sure who it would fall to. It's like there'd be some kind of like weird order of succession that you'd have to kind of like research or try to find out to figure out.
Hey, Gen Z librarian, would you happen to know who's next in line for the order of succession for these countries?
I could certainly find out. He pulls out a tome of genealogy, kind of spreads it out. For Titanfall, let's see here. He begins to look down. He sees, since King Adonai Tor is dead now, Annabelle Tor has taken over as queen. It is a little bit unclear. I think. And he kind of like looks over at the other one. And he pulls up Slake Haven as well, and he looks over and goes, I'm not entirely sure how these would work. I think it would go to God. I don't. He looks around and goes, there's not really a proper succession at this point. Normally it would go to someone within the royal family, of course, but neither of these kings had brothers or sisters to pass it on to. Both of their wives died some time ago. Their wives also were only children. This is a strange conundrum. I suppose it would fall to a member of the clergy somewhere, possibly. He looks around and goes, I can certainly look into it, but I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit of an arcane process. Normally it's pretty clear cut.
Yeah, we would love if you would look into it. And here's my room number, and you can just send a little note on over when you figure it out.
Oh, gee.
Because I don't have a cell phone, right?
No, you don't have a cell phone.
Do I have a shell phone?
Yes.
No, but
Yes,
Oh
you have
my
a shell
God.
you know who does.
phone.
Here's my shell
Myrtleby.
phone number as well.
Myrtleby pulls out. He goes, "Oh, you want shell phone?" You give him your room number. He after receiving both a kiss and then a room number, he's just like, "This is a strange day. Okay, I'll do some research." He pulls out a couple more books and begins to like pour over them. You get the sense this guy is very well researched. Like you see him as he's like scrolling through things. He knows exactly which books he's grabbing. He kind of.
Hot. Honestly.
You see a little name tag on his vest. Just says Ansel.
Oh my God, it's
Elgort?
Ansel Elgort.
It so fucking is.
Yeah.
Should we leave the library?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's blow. Let's get out of this place.
You get out of the library. You head on out. Where do you guys go? Did you want to visit the queens?
I want to see these queens.
Yeah.
You make your way up to the royal suites. It's not hard to find them. You go kind of to the best area of the ship, and you find two nearby rooms, literally right next to each other, two adjacent rooms. You go over and there's a couple of guards standing by, or there's a couple crew members standing by. You kind of look at you and go, can we help you? I don't think you're allowed up here.
Can we glance at them, see if any of them have visible tattoos, or do all of them have long, sort of?
They're all wearing overall type things, so that their sleeves are covered, but you can certainly take a glance.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Are you supposed to be up here? We were told this was restricted.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We're close personal friends of who are the guys' names?
Sir Tiffany and then the other guy.
It's Sir Warwick Blitz. He looks to you and goes, I'm just cleaning, but I wasn't supposed to. There wasn't supposed to be anyone up here. The queens are going to be back in a little bit. That's why we're cleaning.
No, we're meant to be here.
Okay. Go to roll me a persuasion check or a deception check.
What? Deception? We are meant to be up here.
I guess that's fair. A persuasion check.
Okay. 10.
He looks. He goes, I don't. This really isn't my field. I don't know that you're supposed to be up here, but I don't know that you're not supposed to be. I'm in a weird thing. I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but also I don't want to get fired. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Can
we
you just
understand,
get
all right.
whoever it is that says you can be up here?
I pull out my shell phone. And I call, what's his face? No. Can we summon our guard friends, our sir homies?
Or can one of us do a persuasion check?
Oh yeah, you guys do it.
Me or
yeah, if you want to. You get the sense this guy, you see him with a mop and a bucket, and he's some kind of janitor who just
he just
doesn't quite know what you guys are doing.
Gotcha. I just feel like we could. Oh, F my A. 12.
He just kind of goes, if you could just get, I could get my manager or something, but no one's really supposed to be over here, anyone. So could you just...
Beefchief, shoot your shot.
I rolled it and it sucks. I got an 11.
This guy is just very conflicted at this point.
Let's call him Warwick Blitz. Do we know where he is? Can we?
What if
How do we do that?
Can I be look, don't make her call Warwick.
Yeah.
None of us want Warwick to have to come up here right now. Warwick's very busy. We were charged by Warwick to come up here and make sure everything was good. Now, if we can't do that, it's not going to be our asses. It's going to be your ass.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check. You name dropped.
Oh, fuck. I have a +4 on intimidation, and still this number is just a 7.
He goes, listen, I don't know who Warwick is. I'm worried that you are important people, but I really don't know that you are important people, and I know that no one was supposed to. So I'm just stuck in a weird thing. I think we can all appreciate that I'd love to help you out, but I really don't want to. So if you could just get anybody else, you know what I mean?
Actually, it's coming back to me right now. I'm sorry. I have a note that Warwick wrote for me that allows us access to these premises. Can I show it to you real quick?
Yes, this is true. I was there when this was written.
I sidle up. I sidle up next to him and open up my notepad. Does he let me in, Brian?
I'll say this guy lets you get close to him.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna try to judo chop him and knock him out really quickly. Non-lethally.
Yeah,
Go-
I would hope.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh yeah, do I have
God.
spells?
Would my attack bonus with an unarmed strike just be like plus
plus
4?
your strength bonus plus your proficiency.
Oh, sick. Yeah. Awesome. 16 to hit
Uh,
this
yeah,
gentleman.
you absolutely hit this gentleman. Go ahead and
golly.
what's your strength? Are you just attacking him like with your fist?
Yeah.
What's your strength modifier?
My strength is plus 2.
Plus 2. So you deal 1 plus 2, so 3 points of damage. You just sock him in the face. He goes, "What the? What the?" You see his nose just bleeding badly.
Oh no!
He's still standing, and he kind of like looks around and goes, "What are you doing? Stop!" What do Karis and Meadhbh do in this moment? You see this guy who's like very much wrong place, wrong time. It's just like he begins to like look around for help.
Do I have anything in my like on my person that I could like give him to just sweeten the like deal and like go like it?
He just got punched in the face. If you want to roll a
I mean, I would respond to
persuasion
money
check,
if someone punched me.
if you roll a persuasion check with disadvantage, DC 20, you can try to bribe him out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, does that mean I did nothing? What am I doing again? Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, that is 17 plus 7.
Whoa.
So more than that.
Did you roll with disadvantage? Did you roll twice and take the worst of the two?
No.
You gotta do that.
I fell on the
nat
floor.
20.
Oh my gosh. I fell
Hit
on the
this
floor.
nat
I have to
20.
see. What does it say on the floor? Oh no, where did it go? Where did it go?
This is how you build suspense. Just lose the dice.
It's a 1.
No.
You see Cleave punch him in the face. Immediately, he goes, "Oh, what the fuck?" Karis, you immediately reach in your pockets, pull out like the few copper pieces you have, and go, just shove the copper in his face. Go, "Here, do you want some money?" He just takes this as like more of an attack. He like bats the copper. The copper goes like literally all the money you have, which was not very much at this point, just goes flying everywhere. Meadhbh, what do you do in this moment?
Golly. I mean, I wish I could do something nice to him to persuade him to leave, but it doesn't really seem like I have anything.
Can you heal him?
Oh, I mean, okay, so I can heal him. I can be like, I'll give you a little song and you can go heal away, but I don't know if he, wants that at this point. I almost feel like
So Song of Rest, he's got to like sit down for an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like what I can do is either make fun of him real bad and hurt his feelings with cutting words, or I could like tell a bird to like poop on his head and just hope we can like make him feel bad enough. Because I don't know that I really want to like knock this guy out.
I gotta say, and if you want to, you can roll an insight check to kind of get like a bead on this guy.
Yeah, I want to see what this guy is feeling.
We're botching this whole mission.
I know. Okay, a 19 I got.
Wow.
19. This guy is extremely confused. Now he was just kind of like doing his job in a way that like he wasn't entirely sure it was even his job to do. Now he is extremely scared. He sees 3 people in front of him. One of them just punched him. One of them threw money at him. And the other is like currently like sizing him up in a way. What do you do?
He's scared. I don't want to hurt him. Golly. Oh God, what's this knock do?
Knock just opens a locked door. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to freak him out and get in his head and make him run away. So I am going to wait. He knows about magic. I can't just freak him out using Mage Hand, right? Wait, what does message do? Can I get a message in his head?
Yeah, you can get a message in his head.
Okay, I'm gonna do a message in his head, but he won't know it's me, right?
So message is you're kind of like saying something into
So
like
he'll
a
know
small.
it's me.
Yeah, like it'll come in his head. If you want to roll like a stealth check to try to like hide it, you can try to do that.
You know what I want to do is are there windows in this room?
You're in a hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna use vicious mockery on him. Okay, I'm just gonna say some mean
Do
things.
He's
right.
gotta make a wisdom saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
Gosh, where do I see that?
It's on your spell. Oh, I got it right here. It's 13.
13. Okay. Oh yeah.
He rolled a 12 plus 0. Go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 1d4 damage.
Okay.
I'll tell you, he has a total of 5 hit points. He's taken 3 damage.
I got a 3.
Kill this guy.
What kind of vicious mockery do you send into this guy's head?
Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm just telling this guy, you know,
You can't win the world out to get you. You know, this is a horrible job. Yeah, nothing ever goes your way.
but he thinks it's from him.
You see this guy rack his head in like psychic pain as you just see him go. I thought this was my big break. I thought this was gonna be great. This was such a good job. The healthcare benefits. And he just falls unconscious.
Okie dokie.
This poor janitor, unconscious in front of you.
Can I leave him a little note for when he wakes up?
Yeah. What do you want to say?
I wanted to say, you're doing great. We're so sorry this had to happen. You know, keep on living your life. We love you so much.
You
everyone
write
we love
this
him.
little note. You tuck it into his breast pocket. You guys kind of like prop him up as if he's just like falling asleep on the job a bit.
Oh no, he's gonna get fired.
And then can I leave another note that says, do not fire?
You leave a pair of notes on this guy. One of them for the world around and one of them just for him.
Wait, where is Meadhbh in all of this?
He's just been hiding behind you guys. He was just kind of like watching. He was just like, oh, this is interesting. And then it got violent and he got very scared.
Oh, Meadhbh, I'm so sorry you had to see all of that.
No, it's fine. I guess that seemed wildly unnecessary.
We know. We understand that now. Can we proceed in?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you go up to the doors of the two royal suites. Both the doors are locked.
Oh, luckily I have this thing called knock where I can unlock these doors.
Wait.
You
Yeah.
cast knock. Both the doors open.
Oh, nice.
Which one are you going? There's one for Slakehaven, one for Titanfall.
How can we tell?
The royal crests have been
Oh,
imprinted
okay,
on it.
okay.
Like it's a very like formal thing, like specifically like tailor made for the queens.
Can you remind us which one is the one that Karis has the birthmark or whatever of it?
Oh, word.
Karis was Slakehaven.
And which
of
one
Camille McQuick.
has the queen that was all like, yeah, we killed our dads?
That's Annabelle Tor from Titanfall.
And Titanfall is the Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tiffany. Tiffany's of Tot. Okay. Yeah, let's go in there. Was Tiffany
Yeah.
the one who knew what the message was going to be later in the day? Like that
Tiffany did.
announcement? Okay. Yeah,
Let's
I
go
feel like
in
we
fucking
gotta go in
Titanfall.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Fucking
You go into Annabelle Tor's chamber. You see a massively ornate chamber, like just an absolutely gorgeous chamber. Gilded everything, 4-poster bed, gorgeous like silk drapes and everything. Anyone who wants to can go to roll investigation check. The room appears to be empty.
Yes. Beefchief, I'm counting on you.
Oh, I think it's a good one.
God damn it.
Ooh, I got a 23.
Ooh.
I got a 22.
Oh my god, I got a 19. I'm the
Oh,
lowest.
baby, we're about to investigate the crap out of this room.
You look around this room. You all three of you notice a few things immediately. The first thing is you see this gorgeous bed has been it has not yet been like remade. Clearly, like this janitor was gonna like come in and redo everything for the day. It looks like 2 people have slept in this bed. There's like 2 piles of pillows. There's like different things on like either side of the beds.
Okay.
You also see a very ornate, a very nice box that looks like kind of like a clothing box, essentially. That's been opened. There's like like the kind of like tissue paper that would normally wrap something has been opened and something has been taken out. Looks to be like probably like the size of like a like shirt box or something. With a what was it, 19, 20, and 21.
I had a 23.
23. What else do you see in this room? With a 23, you look over at the like accoutrement on either side of the bed. You look over at the left side and you see a number of various like hair products for Annabelle Tor. You remember she had like that like crazy spiky colored hair, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. With a 23, you look on the other side of the table and you see a small like signet ring with the Slake Haven crest.
Oh, but she's Totten Pool.
She's Totten Pool.
So she... What do you think? I think she's been sleeping with the other guard. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe incest? No.
No.
We're not
Someone
taking it
surely.
there.
Can we
They're not
look...
related.
The queens?
Not even at any related?
Or like none of these people are related.
So it's not like Western Europe in, let's say, the 1500s?
No. These are two
you're
separate
right.
families and two unrelated.
Can we look for any documents, papers, journals, kind of like rifle through the clothing drawers and under the mattress, maybe?
Yeah, you look through a number of things. You find a journal buried underneath the pillow of Annabelle Tor. You open up and like the outside of this journal is this kind of like rad, like badass looking thing. It's got this like cool clasp. Karis, you look at the clasp and it's not even, I mean, you wouldn't even classify it as a lock. Like you like put your finger on the side and you just pop it open. You look inside and like for all the like crazy exterior of this thing, the inside is this like flowing, gorgeous penmanship. You read through a number of entries and you see it's not been that long since each of these queens killed their respective fathers. There are a number of entries from before this like event took place that are all seem to be kind of like questioning what they should do and what they should feel and what should happen, like questioning why their fathers were acting this way, not understanding. And then immediately after this event, you see like various bits of like guilt and relief and things. In some of the more recent entries, there are slowly more and more mentions of this trip to the Twilight Assembly, this trip aboard the R.M.S. Titanfall, getting like, kind of like more and more excited, with a lot of mentions of a big announcement.
Okay.
A lot of like exclamation points, like, "Oh, I'm so excited! I can't wait! It's going to be like such a fun surprise. This is going to be so much fun! I can't wait! I'm really excited for this trip." Okay. There's a lot of other like bits about like statecraft and like worried about like trying to figure out how to run a nation.
Sure.
But a lot of it is couched in excitement for this trip.
Are there any mentions of a romantic or sexual partner or Fathom or the Drowned or Krakens?
You skim through for like Drowned, Krakens, Fathom. You don't see anything other than like mention of like the R.M.S. like you see names referencing the boat. There is mention of a partner, though they're not named. As you look through, you see that it seemed to be an unconsummated relationship, or like an fully realized relationship until after this war ended, and then you see much more relief and excitement. It also seems to be that that Annabelle Tor was very much looking forward to this trip because their significant other, or whoever this person is, they're in some kind of relationship with, was going to be on the boat.
Okay.
Is it each other? Is that what
Yeah.
they're going to announce?
Yeah, could it be each other?
They're joining kingdoms? They're together?
You're not sure.
And there's no other documents?
There's some like other like various like state documents. Nothing that necessarily catches your mind. There's like some sheet music.
Sheet music?
Yeah, there's like a folder of sheet music for an orchestra.
Should we look at that? That seems weird.
I feel like we should. Yeah, we could go.
Go
Should we
and,
go to the other room?
Oh yeah, we can check the other room too.
You grab the sheet music, bring it with you. You head into the other room. Everyone go and roll me an investigation check in this room.
Oh, natural 20, baby.
Ooh, 10.
Hot diggity. Damn, I got a 14.
With a 14, and Karis, what'd you get?
9.
With a 14 and 9, you guys look around and you see like, oh, this is a room that has been lived in. There's like some stuff that's been unpacked. Karis, Maeve, you look around this room, and you immediately clock like, yeah, stuff's been unpacked, but no one's living here.
No one slept in the bed?
Word.
The bed's been like pulled open, but it's literally like someone undid the blankets. The pillows are still exactly where they are. No, this was not a room that's been slept in.
This is
These
confirmation.
ladies are smooching.
Oh, you better believe it.
Can I look around? Okay, so I literally told them that these people are smooching. Can we look around and see if there are more documents and like anything like that?
Yeah, with a natural 20, you find Camille's similar diary. You see it's an exact match with Annabelle Tor's, which seems like very much not in keeping with her vibe. Karis, you pop the lock. It's barely even a lock. You look through, and there are a number of entries where Annabelle Tor seemed unsure, and then seemed very unsure and like wasn't sure what to do, and seemed to have like a lot of regret. You see Camille much more steadfast in that something needs to be done. We've got to do something about our fathers. Something has to happen. And then afterwards, there is less of a. She seems to feel less guilt. You see her a number of entries saying, "We've made the right decision. It had to be done." And a similar number of entries getting more and more excited for this trip, with a bunch of notices like, "I can't wait to see her. It's been so long."
Okay.
But she doesn't mention her partner by name.
You, from the sense, you do get the sense that it is.
It's definitely them.
That is Annabelle.
And no mentions of ballast or fathom or drowning or.
No, it's all like looking forward towards the trip. There's a few notes about like how Sir Warwick Blitz like wanted to take a large retinue of people, and she decided like, no, we should make this as few people as like we should show that this is a peaceful trip. But no mention of like the ship other than excitement to be aboard it.
Should we? Yeah.
You go.
Oh, just proposing a theory. I just have a feeling. I don't know if they have anything to do with it, or if it's someone who knows that they meant to make this announcement that
Yeah.
is somehow, knows what's going on and is trying to make this other nefarious thing happen.
Can we go check Tiffany's quarters?
Yeah, you head out of here. On either side of the room, there are similar, smaller, adjoining rooms. Those doors, each of them are there's adjoining rooms to either room.
Oh.
Those doors are unlocked.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Should we? Whose room are you going into?
Tiffany.
For Tiffany's?
Copy. Okay.
Or wait. Okay.
They were the one who knew something was up, right?
They did.
Yeah, the other one did not.
Should we knock first just to see if they're in there? Not cast the knock spell, just, literally knock. Yeah.
I don't think they will be in there.
They're not?
I don't think they will be. If the queens aren't there.
True. Okay, yeah. Let's go in.
That's a good point.
All right. What do we see? Investigation.
Yeah, everyone roll an investigation check for me.
15.
15?
20.
20?
Damn.
Sorry, Cleave, what'd you get?
Oh, 12.
12. You guys look around Sir Tiffany Feck's room. It is a very pristine room. You see that she has remade her bed herself. Hospital corners, everything's fully tight together. There's not much in her room. There's some tools to sharpen her axe. There is a small prayer book. There's not much else in the room.
Can we look at the prayer book?
Yes. You pull up her prayer book, and it is a prayer book of Aeon the Bright.
Okay.
And you've seen the symbol, this shining sun symbol of Aeon on her armor.
I feel like I just remembered about the freaking elf lady and that she was helping make all this crap happen.
Mm-hmm.
And do we run down and talk to her, or is the announcement going to happen soon? But I'm afraid by the time the announcement happens, something terrible is going to happen.
Yeah, I would love to know more about her, to find out more about her, whether it's involving talking to her or talking to someone else who would know about her.
Sorry, talking to who?
I don't know. Wait, where's she from?
Sir Tiffany Fex?
No.
Oh, the elf woman.
The elf woman, yeah.
The elf woman is, she's a member of the nobility of Slakehaven.
Oh,
so
she
maybe,
is.
Can we talk to some Slakehaven rich people, see if they have a vibe on her, know anything?
Yeah.
You can head up to, if you head up to the Phoebe Promenade, that's where the first class passengers dine and hang out.
All right. I think we sprint up there.
Yeah.
You make your way up there. You guys come out of the room. You see another maid has come by with a cart of things with pillows and stuff, with pillows and mints, and she just is waking up this guy. She goes, "What are you doing?"
No.
She sees you guys.
Oh no.
She looks at you guys and goes, "Oh, he's just resting. He's fine." She literally picks him up, trying to cover for her buddy. He goes, "So sorry. We'll be out of your way. Just get up. Get up." She gets to pull this guy away. He goes, they punched and it's bad. It's a good job. It's a bad. Okay. I've got a note. Where's this note? You pull past these guys. You make your way to the Phoebe Promenade, and you see almost everyone has gathered. And you see on stage are Sir Tiffany Fex, Sir Warwick Blitz, next to Camille and Annabelle. There's kind of two tables up on the stage with each of them respectively, with their respective flags on either side. Similar, nearly identical flags. They're each sunrises coming over a crescent bay. Slakehaven, this red and gold, and blue and green for Titanfall, but very similar. And they're kind of meant to be. They're the twin ports. They're meant to be kind of 2 in 1. You guys see Captain Bees' Clearwater come up to the microphone. He like pulls the microphone down to his height. He goes,
hello!
Oh my God.
We've got a wonderful time for you. We're gonna get back to the music in just a moment, but the Queens would like to make an announcement of some significance. So please, your attention here. Wonderful.
and he unscrews the microphone, like pulls it back up to their height, and you see Camille McQuick and Annabelle Tor both step up to the microphone. Can everyone roll me an insight check, please?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous right now.
Oh, natural 1.
Ooh, 17.
17.
Shit. 11.
With a natural 1, Maeve, you hear Captain Beezus saying things. You're just kind of like looking around, scouting everyone. You spend a lot of this time like just like looking for like a lot of people are wearing kind of like short sleeve shirts or short sleeve like gowns and things. And you're kind of like looking around for various possible like tentacle tattoos. You're scanning the crowd. Karis, you look up at Annabelle Tor and Camille McQuick, and you see as they approach the mic together, they look towards each other, catch each other's eye, and you see a clear affection there. Behind them, folded up on a table, you see a blue swath of fabric folded up in this like nice neat square. It seems to be like a similar color to the Titanfall flag.
Oh, okay.
They stand up together, and Camille McQuick comes up to the microphone and goes,
Hello, everyone. We have an announcement to make together. We're both very proud and excited to make it.
Annabelle like kind of pulls my. Yeah, we're really excited to tell you guys we have a lot of wonderful plans as a single nation. It's kind of like this gasp goes up from the crowd, or like murmuring from people, and Camille goes,
We have decided, in the interest of the Twin Ports, to join our two cities together in holy matrimony. And we will become the port of Saruya.
Annabelle Tor goes, we're gonna come up with a great name for it, but you know, for now, that's what we're doing. They hold hands. They kind of like raise their hands together. Annabelle just kind of goes, so that's that. We're very excited. We have a number of announcements that are going to be making our way throughout the trip. Once we get to the Twilight Assembly, we'll have a number of great new things to share with you. We've got new ideas for government. We've got new ideas for our economy. Camille kind of pipes up.
We've got a lot of great new ideas. We've got a new flag.
And Sir Warwick Blitz kind of like pulls up the flag, kind of holds it up, and you see their flags have been like united into a single rising sun over this crescent bay with the blue background of the Totten-Pushin flag and the golden inserts of this Lake Haven flag.
That sounds pretty.
Yeah, can Beefchief just be like, wow.
Beefchief, you've got to admire good craftsmanship, good iconography. This is both good in and of itself and good as like a symbol of union.
Beefchief, roll a art criticism check.
I rolled a 14, but I definitely have like a negative 12.
You know, if you would have designed a flag, it might have like more guns and stuff, but it's pretty good for a flag.
I will say too, I definitely made a note in my notebook of Cleave wrote down cities getting married. How? Follow up later.
You see, as you're like writing some notebook, there's just like some woman that like leans over, just kind of like looks at what you're looking at, and she goes, "Huh." You see Camille kind of looks and goes,
Yeah, we've got a new flag, and we have a new anthem.
Annabelle goes, can we? I've commissioned a new anthem for our cities together. We have our wonderful conductor over here, and the goblin conductor who's like hulking out of his tuxedo stands up, kind of like gives a small bow. He goes, what? We've got the world famous Hitchtooth Franz here with his band. We're so excited for you to hear it for the first time. Please give it up. We're still figuring out a name, but the anthem of the port of Saruya. You see Hitchtooth Franz kind of takes the conductor's baton. This just fucking jacked goblin in a tuxedo that has not fit for some time. Tap, tap, tap. You hear the band momentarily like tune itself. And he raises his baton. You hear for a moment this slow moving waltz. And you kind of look around and everyone seems to kind of like be listening to the music. You see a bunch of people who until recently were enemies on different sides of the war, trying to like cope with the fact that a lot of things are going to change. A lot of people don't really know how to feel at this point. You see a lot of people who've made their wealth off of the current situation. A lot of things are going to change. They have no idea what's going to happen. But people are listening to the music. As you listen, this slow moving kind of metronomic waltz begins to shift a bit in tone and tempo, and it becomes, you hear this like dissonant bit to it. Everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check as this happens. As you hear the music begin to grow a little bit more chaotic, as these two melodies kind of battle each other a bit.
What check are we checking?
Perception check.
I got a 21.
18.
Holy shit! I got a 7.
Cleave, you're listening to the music. It's a strange tune, but like you're getting into it a little bit.
Vibes.
Yeah, waiting for the beat to drop.
Karis and Meadhbh, you look around, and both of you look up at this large chandelier in the center of the room. You noticed it before. It's this kind of like crazy floating chandelier that seems to be like just floating by some arcane mean. You see it begin to like pulse its light a little bit. You look around the room. There's a number of like decorative runes or carvings that all begin to slightly illuminate and glow as these two melodies begin to hit each other and bash against each other. As this music becomes more chaotic and dissonant, you look over at the queens, and each of them kind of like look at each other a bit confused. And as this music grows crazier and crazier, until at a certain point it just becomes a racket of noise. You see everyone around kind of like looking back and forth. You see the runes on the walls begin to grow brighter and brighter, and the chandelier itself growing brighter and brighter, as all of a sudden these like almost strobe light effects happen from these things, and the band pulls up to a crescendo. You hear as the boat itself shakes.
No.
The band immediately stops playing, and everything goes quiet for a moment as the echoes reverberate through for a moment. Everyone kind of looks around. You see Sir Tiffany Fex, Sir Warwick Blitz, each kind of like draw their swords, draw their weapons, and like prepare, look around. After a few moments, nothing happens. Everyone kind of like slowly gets back to what they were doing. They kind of like look around. You see small conversations start up, and as the entire boat shakes on axis, as you hear almost something banging onto the very hull of the ship. Everyone this time looks around. Can all of you do me a favor and roll an insight check?
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
17.
9.
I got a 5.
With a 5 and 9, you Cleave and Meadhbh, you look around and see confusion, a bit of fear popping around on other people's faces. Karis, you look up at... I guess tell me, who do you look at right now?
Oh God. I'm looking to the captain, I guess.
You look at the captain on the stage, who for just a second ago was like very shining and bright and happy that he was like
Right.
getting involved with this like weird political craziness happening behind him. He seems very alert and very on guard as another the entire place shaking and quaking, and all of a sudden you hear as a massive explosion rocks the boat. You feel everyone begins to sway and move. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as the boat
Jesus.
rocks hard to one side.
Oh, come on, Beef.
17.
17.
Again.
13.
13. Cleave, what'd you get?
7.
7. Cleave and Meadhbh, you were each knocked off your feet as the boat pitches at least 20 degrees to one side. All of the tableware flies off the table. Band leaders begin to tumble down. A bunch of anyone who's wearing heels immediately falls over. Karis, you a bit lighter on your feet, grab onto a table as you begin to feel the boat pitching to one side. Grab on, hold on tight. As all of a sudden, another explosion rocks the other side, tips the other way. I need everyone to roll one more dexterity saving throw as you feel the boat pitching hard, 45, 55, 75, 90
God.
degrees to one side. Let me know if you got above a 18.
No.
What were we checking?
Dexterity saving throw. Karis,
I got
I'll let you.
exactly 18.
Okay, I'll let you. If you want to go ahead and roll with advantage just to see if you crit, because you were able to stabilize yourself in that first one.
Ooh, yes I did. 23.
Was that a natural 20?
No.
Okay,
It's
cool.
an 18 and a 5.
Karis and Cleave, you guys are each thrown hard to one side of the boat, along with most of the rest of the party guests flying to one side. Each of you takes 6 points of damage
But
as you bang slam into the wall that has now become the floor as the boat pitches fully to one side. You hear from below, somewhere below on the deck, now to the side as you are fully on your side. You see the windowed walls now completely covered in water. You feel all of a sudden. I need everyone to roll a perception check.
oh, nat 20.
Ooh, 21.
Ooh, 18.
Cleave, you notice it first as you feel the boat beginning to pitch even more, going past 90 degrees as it begins to fully capsize. Everyone, you hear the crowd around you screaming in terror. You glance around and you try to catch sight of anyone who you might be looking for. You look for the queens, you look for Warwick Blitz and Sir Tiffany Fex. It's difficult to see anything in this mayhem. You see Karis literally holding on to a table that's bolted to the floor, now almost hanging from it at this point. As you look towards the windows, the full glass menagerie around you, you look and see it, and as you see it, your eyes go wide. Karis, you catch Cleave's eyes. Meadhbh, you catch Cleave's eyes and look, and you see a massive 10-foot wide tentacle sliding up the side of this thing. Cleave, you look around and you see from the other side, another one, another one, another one. Coming from somewhere down from where the hull of the ship used to be, now coming down. As you guys look, Cleave, you turn around, and as you turn around, you see a large pitch of blackness. For a second, you think the sea as being so dark, you've never seen darkness this complete before, but as you look to the other side, you see blue ocean as the moonlight reflects through it. And as you turn back, you realize what it is you're looking at. A massive iris of a massive
Oh my god.
eye. As the ship is fully capsized, crowds going crazy, screaming, trying to figure out what's going on, chaos abound, you realize what has capsized the boat. for the first time in almost 2,000 years, you see the Kraken. And that is where we'll end for the evening.
Oh. This is why I don't go on cruises.
Tune in next time for see what happens on the next episode of the 20-Sided Podcast. Good night, everybody.